Hey guys, do you want to see a movie about veterans, terrorists, and truckers?
Yes.
Then Thunder Run is the movie for you, according to IMDb.
Yeah. Hey, Thunder Run is what we are talking about on Loose Cannon. My name is Brian Lee. I haven't been introducing us for the past couple episodes.
This is true. But I also just started putting all of our names
In one.
all on one screen.
Ah.
Yeah, so they are right here.
Yeah, follow that one.
To my left.
Brandan. I don't know. I'm sorry.
You're always on the left, too.
I know.
To my right.
Christopher Lee.
This week we are drinking Short Fuse for Goodness Shakes Blackberry Milkshake IPA. I'm very excited to try this one because I've only had the regular milk for Goodness Shakes. So
I'll read this while you guys drink. Let's see.
Good? Is
Milkshake
it good?
India
Ooh.
Pale.
Oh, you look cheeky. And spirit fingers. Very slippery though. Look.
Yeah, that's right. It is. I don't know.
Rapey.
I got it ready for you.
Drink it. Milkshake India Pale Ale with blackberry, cream, silky, smooth mouthfeel surrounds your taste buds with sweetness and explosion of hops. Blah, 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 blah. Start to finish. Hefty amount of milk sugar to sweeten things up a bit. Blah, 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 blah. After one sip of this beer, you'll definitely be bringing all the boys to the yard. Yep, that says that.
I can't wait to bring them to the yard.
OG 18 Play-Doh. What the fuck's that?
Yeah, that's my rapper name.
No.
It's me, OG 18 Play-Doh.
Plot summary for Thunder Run.
Philosophize this.
Are we all still jiggy with it?
I always hate that when they like show like an old like right now I'm just thinking of like Bill and Ted. They're like party on dudes. And it's like oh they're hip now.
Yes, of course.
What's this music? It's hip hop, Grandpa. Oh, all right, I think I can get funky.
I do love that gif of the old guy with the walker dancing.
Oh, and he just like
Yeah. He tosses it in the air and he starts going. Yeah, that's great.
This. Oh, you know what's terrible? How high?
Yeah.
When Luke and I went to Iowa for the beer fest, we were just watching. Well, so the one morning Roadhouse was on, and that was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and then
Roadhouse.
later on, How High was on with Method Man and Redman. It's
okay.
so
really?
bad.
I didn't even buy. I wasn't like,
and like it's like this like because I think it like takes place like in like an Ivy League school or something like that, or like a prep school. And
Method Man and Redman at Ivy. Okay.
Yeah, I forget how they get in.
It's fine.
Whatever. But there's like this like white, like very white guy dating this black girl. He's like, there's like at a costume party. He's like, we can all see your butt. It's just like so whatever.
Plot summary for Thunder Run for people who have not seen it, which I assume is most people.
Yeah.
Charlie, a Korean War veteran, is driving a truck which is transporting plutonium from Nevada to Arizona. But there are a bunch of terrorists who want to steal the stuff.
Oh, man.
Brand,
Yeah,
do you recommend Thunder Run from 1986?
I do. I do. Okay, we can just, yep.
Good.
Yes.
Brian, do you recommend Thunder Run?
100%.
Yes, as do I.
Fantastic. I had a feeling.
Yeah.
The music in the beginning sold me. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, as long as you don't go down to the beer, you got me.
A lot of the soundtrack is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I 2 minutes in, I went down, like, watched this movie for 2 minutes, heard the awesome soundtrack, paused the movie, and then for the next hour proceeded to look at synthesizers. I was like, what if I want to make my own 80s soundtrack?
Because in the credits, doesn't it say like synthesizer soundtrack by so-and-so?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, wow, that synthesizer guy got his own credit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still like I know the movie starts off like with this. It's like this couple like in a station wagon, and then
there's no intro music, no intro credits.
Right.
It starts.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, do we miss the first scene?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like, there's like people shooting at him, and it's like this big shootout, and then they like pull like this big crate like out of there.
That steel,
right.
It's like, these 30-somethings almost got this plutonium. Like,
Right.
that was, it was very
Because that was a decoy, right?
Yeah. No, that was...
No, that was a decoy.
yeah, I think they say that was a decoy.
Really? I thought they're like, they almost got away with it this
Right.
time. Because I thought that was real.
No, it's the decoy,
Really?
I think.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, so
Well, don't... Go ahead, because I'm like, I think that was real plutonium in the beginning.
well, okay, so that couple were they hired by?
I think the couple were terrorists.
Oh, the couple were
The two
terrorists.
No.
Yeah, the 2 cars. Remember that one car blew up, and then the car behind them, which had the plutonium in it, the woman was trying to get out, and the guy had a gun in the front seat.
Yeah.
So they were all terrorists, and then when they got the plutonium, remember they had that big meeting with the general's like, I'm not going to bill you out next time if the plutonium gets taken. So they would think it was real plutonium. They had to call the military in to stop them that time because it was the I don't know what his name was, the one guy, the contractor.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we'll make sure this time.
yeah.
Right.
So that's why he's like, you got one more chance to do it right.
And then when we get to the end, I have some questions
I'm dying over here.
Yeah.
When we get to the ending, I have some questions about that too. Plot-wise.
So then we're introduced to like this like group of younger.
Square dancing.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Wait, but then how do they? Wait, because how do we get to the part to where like the guy is he's like, yeah, we should go to your boat, and he's like, you're horny, that's what you are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's cringy. But then there's that lady behind him who looks super disgusted.
I think.
Oh, because
They're in like a casino.
Yeah. And the dude walked in there.
The young couple, the woman works there, so he was like visiting her at work.
Right.
And then the old couple is they're not at the casino yet.
No. It was
because.
But yeah, they're like, here it is, horny.
Yeah, he just walked in to surprise his girlfriend, and he's in the woman's bathroom talking to her, and a woman walks in, and I don't think she was an actress. I think it was just a woman at the casino, and was like, what the hell's going on? Yeah.
What are all these cameras doing here?
Yeah.
Because then the next scene is where they're talking about the plutonium, but it's funny because it starts off with that general. He's like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about the flag.
I don't like it.
Because the way he's set
looking?
up, I thought he was looking at the flag. He's like, I don't like it. But because then they're talking about the plot to get the plutonium from point A to point B or whatever. But then it goes to that square dancing thing.
That was weird because that dude's wife got passed around between all these there's this one dude and he's like, oh, you're a better man than me.
Yeah.
And the other guy grabs her. And then she's like, okay. And then she goes to her husband. It's like, wow, go ahead, lady. Have fun.
Yeah, I agree. Super weird, but I mean, line dancing is one of the least sexy dancing out there. So I get it.
Yeah.
When when all the physical contact is like this.
Right.
That and
I believe, hold on.
I majored in square dancing.
Henry Ford wanted to make line dancing like the national dance of
What?
Yeah. Like the national folk dance.
Oh, no.
And I think part of it, God, you might have to look this up. But I think he wanted to make it that and not jazz, because jazz was associated with
Black
Negroes
people.
and stuff like that.
That sounds about right.
I think
for
he might have
Ford.
been an anti-Semite too.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, there was something like that. Are you looking? Which part are you looking up?
How
There's just a
racist was
lot.
Henry
Yeah,
Ford?
exactly. Wow.
On a
Henry
scale of
Ford even before line assembly is line.
On a scale, God.
America's wholesome square dancing tradition is a tool of white supremacy. Henry Ford was scared of jazz. To understand how square dancing became a state-mandated means of celebrating Americana. Wow. Yeah. Ford hated jazz. He hated the Charleston.
Whoa!
It's on Reddit, too. It's everywhere. This is a big thing. I had no idea.
How come there's more square dancing at neo-Nazi rallies? Where was that scene in Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
When everyone's just square dancing.
Seriously, what the hell?
Did you notice in the country western band, the guy playing the Chapman stick? I'm like, so a Chapman stick, instead of like him playing like a bass or a bass, he's playing the Chapman stick. And it's like something that's more used in like really proggy music.
Okay.
It's like got like 8 strings or something like that. You play it all like with tapping.
Yeah.
Huh.
So like for this country western band to be playing that.
I also wonder if that was like maybe a country music thing.
I don't know.
And what's his face just kind of made it a prog thing. Also, that song was called Bullshit.
Yeah, that was weird.
Now what you say? Y'all say what? One more time.
Initially, I was like, they can't be saying bullshit. It has to be somewhere that sounds like it.
No.
But I looked at the soundtrack, and it's called Bullshit.
When that woman was Cotton Eye Joe bullshit in her kitchen. Bullshit. Cotton Eye Joe bullshit.
Bullshit. Cotton Eye Joe bullshit.
Apple pie.
Yes, I'm just like, okay, this is weird.
And so, yeah, they're at the square dance thing, and they're sitting at a table. A waitress comes by and grabs them drinks.
Hot toddy.
Well, and the waitress is obviously like, it's supposed to be like a dumb blonde bimbo.
Yeah.
She walks away though, and the old lady go ahead.
You gotta do, so the whole setup for well, first off, her outfit that she's wearing, it's like something like a Playboy bunny would wear, where it's just like kind of like
and didn't they do like a camera at like her crotch up to her boobs?
Absolutely.
And then the face?
Yeah. Yeah, because all of a sudden, like, they're talking, like, the old couple and the waitress, they're talking about her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And then all of a sudden, she's like, I got things to do.
Some of the stuff was so weird. Like it's almost like it was filmed, but they weren't given like a direction of what their emotion should be.
Yes.
And I was like, this makes it like 100 times better. I
There
just love
are
it.
I think there are certain parts that were improv.
There has to be.
That would surprise me.
But then, she goes, I have things to do. And then the old guy's like, I hope one of those things she has to do is go get her drinks.
Right, yeah.
Because that girl is a ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
When he said that, I was like, that sounds like some brand would start using.
Dude, if that guy was my grandpa, I'd be so happy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like Charlie?
Yeah.
That was his name, right? Oh, dude, he is like the quintessential. That's like grandpa. Like you'd want, like, oh, it was awesome.
But full denim suit the entire
it was so great. Yeah, and it was what did she say? It was the same thing, same part. Oh, I lost it. It's fine.
And the way that whole scene ends is just like, I hope Chris and Kim get married. Fade.
Yeah, that's right. I did right. I have things to do. Yeah, they just say things. Yeah.
At one point, I think they're walking through the casino, and they come across the Carlos, the guy with the scar.
Yeah, you know he's bad because he has a scar.
Yeah. So they kind of they almost run into each other, and they make eye contact, and then the old couple keeps on walking. And the guy's like, oh, he's scary looking. Yeah. Wouldn't want to meet him on a dirt road. Yeah.
Right.
But then it cuts to the guy with the scar face, and he just looks like he's dying inside. He's like, oh.
Hey.
Well, that's the thing. How it's filmed, it makes it look like the couple walks away from him and are in a different part of the room. But then it cuts to the guy, and they're right there.
Yeah, right there. Right. Yeah.
He's like, I could still hear you.
That's what it was. The woman. So back to the woman where the
blonde waitress.
Yeah. Where she's like, when talking about who she's dating, who the waitress is dating.
Yeah, computers.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, so nerds are sexy, huh? Oh, yeah, nerds are so sexy. And I was just like,
this movie was written by a nerd, wasn't it?
It has to be a nerd thing, yeah.
And then it goes to that whole drag racing scene.
Yes. Because they're before that.
Go ahead.
The old couple leaves the casino, and they pass by this truck, and the old guy Charlie, he's like,
that's right.
Oh, it's a beauty of a truck, beauty of a truck. Help me lift the hood.
Yeah.
They lift the hood, and they're looking at it oh yeah, yep, it's a beaut, and they just walk away with the hood open. It's not his truck. It's somebody else's. They just leave the hood up. It's like, that's great. But yes, the drag race.
Yeah. So they're working on the younger guys. What's the younger guy's name?
Chris.
Yeah. They're working on his truck, and the nerd guy is he's putting in the nitrous oxide and stuff like that.
They keep on saying he's good at electronics, but all he's doing is putting nitrous in it. Which it's more mechanical.
Who's taking care of the cops? Like, oh, who's taking care of the cops? And there's this whole scene where it's like this. It's a person on a motorcycle.
Wearing like a full helmet so you can't see.
And I'm almost sure like the person almost eats shit a couple times.
Oh yeah, there's one power slide where it's like,
It's like.
That was awesome. Yeah.
And then like
The cops were just like your like. Well, how do you
the one
how
cop
do you
said-
explain them? Like,
right.
The one
just
cop even
so-
says like, "Oh man, they really can ride." I'm like, can they?
Yeah, it was like they were just almost
like
so bad. Like they
Right.
weren't. It was almost like two dudes in a car like dressed as cops. Like they didn't play cops well. It was it was bad.
And then somehow like
we got her now.
Yeah.
and they fly right into a lake.
right into right.
And then she takes it's the blonde chick. Takes how much she's like
so much hair flipping.
Oh my God. Every
yes.
time she stopped, took off her helmet, she would do the hair whip, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. We
know
get
you're
it.
blonde and have hair. Great, perfect.
But so she took care of the cops, and then so the truck pulls up to the line, and then this old Corvette pulls up.
with low rent Burt Reynolds.
He was like, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna put it up. We're gonna bet. Like he was just didn't. It's almost like he thought it was a real race. He didn't realize he was in a movie.
But it's just because he's a young looking guy, but he has like just his haircut and mustache.
Yeah.
I'm like that doesn't match. It was really, it was really weird. And then the girl does the hair whip again. So they have their drag. Well, first off, there's that really weird interaction between. So this is how we find out Chris is the grandson of the older couple.
Because they both showed up.
Yeah.
To this illegal drag race.
Yeah.
Right.
And the grandma's like, oh, no, you shouldn't do this. I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah.
I know why you're doing it to help with the mine because we don't have money.
But then Charlie's like, it's in his blood.
Yeah, exactly. Charlie's like, I just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So they drag race and the truck wins, obviously.
Yeah.
And he lets out this noise like, but the music that's playing, I was trying to figure out. The best I could come up with was Cruising USA music.
Oh, yeah.
So I wrote that down
awesome.
and Wayne Gretzky hockey.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky, 3D hockey.
So he put his truck up on the line.
Yes.
Yeah. He still won though.
But did he win the vet?
No, because
there was no- 'cause
how
he
I
gets-
interpreted it was the Corvette guy. He had $1,000
Okay,
to bet.
okay.
Right.
The truck guy, he did not have the
Okay,
money,
that's
so
what
he's
it
like,
was?
"Here's my truck."
Okay.
It flashes forward to this bar scene.
Well, when do we meet? No, we meet the terrorists first. When do we meet the? Remember it showed up. They showed the terrorists talking about their plans. That was before the bar, I believe. Wasn't it?
I don't know
because
if
that
it
ended, and they're
is.
like, "Oh, let's go hit the bar or something." Who are these terrorists? They just look. They're people that would just like. Just random bunch of people. It's nothing. Okay, yeah. So they had like a meeting and like, oh, it failed. He's like, oh, because it was his fault, and well, he's dead now, so it doesn't
Right.
matter. I have a scar. I'm in charge. And then it kind of was like the one lady's like, let's go get some air or something like that. And he's like, I guess. And they went to the bar.
So actually, do you guys mind if we skip to the end? Just because like I have a plot question,
Okay.
which kind of ties into that. So because at the very end, Charlie's like, "Oh, you set me up," to the guy who like set up the whole mission.
Right.
So was that guy giving the terrorists the information?
That's
Because the terrorists always knew where the plutonium was going to be.
And so I remember the helicopter.
Yeah.
Was that guy in the helicopter?
No.
No.
Who
I
was
don't
in the
think so.
helicopter?
I don't know.
I think the lead guy, because the Scar guy wasn't the lead guy of the gang. He was just like a henchman.
So it's like, who was the lead guy?
I think one of the guys who was in that meeting of the terrorists, but I forget his name.
Okay, yeah. It's a setup because like what else was going on? As
Yeah.
far as I knew, it was just the truck. But he's like the truck was supposed to be the decoy. Like it was all like a little
Yeah, I didn't-
convoluted and everything. But I mean, it was awesome. But,
Yeah.
It was just I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, because that and if the I forget the guy's name, the guy who set up the mission,
Right.
who was
Yeah.
working with Charlie.
Yeah.
If he's setting up this whole mission, how come he couldn't just give Charlie the codes to the laser tunnel?
Well, yeah. That's the thing. It didn't really make sense.
Well, I guess it wouldn't matter if Charlie had it though, because I mean, how would he have access? Because he didn't know he had the little keypad thing.
The guy who set up the mission?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying if Charlie's doing the mission for this dude, wouldn't this guy try and be helping him do the mission?
And it's like the army, the people, like the actual army people there didn't know anyone was
that part was
coming.
weird.
Like they're like, oh, let's arrest these people that are bringing us the plutonium. It was just, that was weird too.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, I think it was like almost like a setup type thing. I thought during all of it, it was a training exercise and they weren't expecting Charlie to kill people.
Ooh, training exercise.
I thought they were like fake terrorists. Like they were supposed to play terrorists and they kept dying. And then that's why that one guy at the end didn't give up. Because he's like, you killed all my friends. Like, yeah.
So you're saying Charlie and Chris are the bad guys in this movie.
Exactly.
All right, I can get down with that.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. Well, I don't think that's how it really is.
Right.
But like during it was like, okay, these terrorists, we don't really know anything about them, but we know that the head guy that put it all together, all this information keeps leaking. Like, what's going on? You know,
so it's just all a big military exercise.
Exactly.
But Chris and Charlie took it serious.
Yeah, exactly. And Chris and Charlie,
like that theory.
Yeah, I was,
Fuck, all these people are dying.
Exactly. We didn't expect this. Holy shit, the oil out of the back of the rig.
Well,
That part was awesome. The Molotov cocktails.
Oh my God, that was great.
And that was one of the other questions I had was, like at one point, I think it was the guys on motorcycles. They're throwing grenades at the tires.
How
And
are they? Yeah.
And they're not doing anything.
Right.
Nothing. Yeah, perfectly fine. There's
And
got
they launched missiles at the truck and it did nothing. And
it was
very
tough, I guess. I don't know. That was
Speaking
weird.
of tough,
awesome segue.
when the ADR
Me on these. No.
Suck the mattresses. When they're in the bar, and I think the Scar guy's there, and but like all the young kids, they're dancing. And the blonde girl, she's dancing, but the two,
really going for it.
the two guys, the
Along the
ADR,
Yeah. And then there's that one guy that was. Did he have a wig on?
Yeah,
The
yes.
one dude?
Yeah.
And he's
Yes.
like, yeah, look at that ass.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
yeah, shake that,
Yeah,
she's
like, oh.
shaking it,
Yeah.
but because obviously it's a fake beard,
Yes.
and it's a fake wig,
And I know whenever I go to bars, there's always that group of guys that are always like, oh, look at that ass. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think like they kept on saying,
yeah, and then clearly, even though the young kids didn't start it, they get kicked out of the bar. The guy's like, you know the drill.
Yeah,
30 days.
Like, and so
stupid.
So the Charlie, he's not a trucker anymore, and he bought this mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
what kind of mine was it?
Cobalt.
Okay.
His wife didn't want him doing trucking anymore because
Right,
he was never home.
Yeah.
It was her idea to do the mine. So he's got the mine, but I don't think it's running.
It is.
But he's like, make sure the guys look like they're working hard.
Right.
I'm like,
Well,
busy. Shouldn't they be busy anyways if it's
Why was
running?
she pointing?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
ah, man, the thing.
Exactly. Cotton Eye Joe, bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
See, I just assume that mining isn't very active. So like, since the investors are here, let's make it look like it's more happening than it is.
That investor part really did need to happen, but it's kind of
You're right.
It was kind of funny though.
It was, a little bit.
Because that nerdy guy, it's funny to see him trying to act tough.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I'm sick with my girlfriend. Let's have sex.
Yeah, but before the investors show up, like one car shows up, and then Charlie is talking to himself. He's like, I wonder whose fancy car that is.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you son of a gun, or whatever his name is. He goes down there, I haven't seen you in years.
I think that was improvised.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, how you been? Oh, you know how
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, exactly.
yeah, you old son of a gun. Yeah, that's how things
we were in the
go.
war.
Yeah. I'm like,
We sure were.
Maybe that's how.
remember when we shot the guns? Yeah.
I killed a lot of people that day.
Yeah.
Memories.
Isn't Henry Ford great?
There were a lot of, just as a little segue,
Yeah.
a lot of weird slow motion stuff.
Yeah, not good slow motion.
Just let's make this slow motion for some reason.
Right.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so.
So actually, Yeah, and during that scene when those two guys are talking, Charlie says, so it's either, I think it's Chris's sister, but basically Charlie says, oh yeah, my daughter Sally and her husband got killed in a crazy automobile accident.
Yes.
That isn't the people who died in the beginning, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. Those are just terrorist people.
Just how he worded it, crazy automobile accident. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah. I want to skip forward a little bit.
Please do.
So they start this venture, to transfer this plutonium.
Yes.
Whoa. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just want to lead into it just a little bit.
Okay.
So the guy convinces Charlie to do it.
Yes.
Because of the money to
He's going to
save,
give him $250,000.
to save the mine.
$250,000.
No, $250,000.
Yeah, $250,000. Yeah. But he doesn't tell his wife.
Yeah.
He agrees, and then he takes money to get a truck, and then okay, go ahead.
He buys himself a truck.
Yes.
A really nice truck.
Yes.
Think about that.
And then, but he's like, "Oh, honey, I got you something real nice.
Yeah. Here's
a belt." And then he goes, "It was on sale."
Right? Looks really nice on you.
Yeah.
She's like,
It does. That felt really genuine, though.
Yeah, it did.
He's like,
Yeah.
He's like,
That's why, like I'm like, this is like a grandpa. Like right.
It's
like, it really made you feel
well,
like.
before I tell you, how about I get a slice of that apple pie?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I want one with you too.
Stop this really bad country song called "I Wish Grandpa's Never Died," but whatever.
I really hope you just made that yourself.
No, that's a real thing.
His grandpa's never died.
That end really quickly. So like they're basically like building up this truck.
Which I enjoyed that sequence.
That was awesome.
That was good. 80s montage.
I do have one thing. You can go, but I have one thing to say. It could be at the end of it, though. Go ahead.
Okay. Maybe one of the grossest things I've seen in a movie is, so they're building up this truck. They're putting on whatever, all these accessories and shit. But at one point, I don't know what the blind girl's name is. But like the whole entire movie, they're like, she likes to have sex.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So at one point, her boyfriend, the computer nerdy guy, he like goes to get in the truck. He opens the door and she's there.
Yes.
And she like pulls him in for a kiss, but she has a bubble gum bubble in her mouth and like smashes it. I was like,
yeah. Really, that bugs you?
Yeah.
What if he had like a beard and a mustache?
That would have been brutal. That's where my brain goes.
I just imagined it just sticking everywhere.
Well, yeah,
It's like,
you just don't want gum on your face. That's just icky.
So Chris keeps on bugging Grandpa Charlie.
It was part of the whole montage thing.
Yeah.
So remember the part where they were lifting the cow catcher?
Yes.
Put on the front?
Yeah.
The one, I think it was that guy's sister, Chris's sister, who just, all she goes, she's like, heavy. Just keeps walking with it. That's anything else. Just heavy. I was like, oh God, this is great. Because it's just little things like that throughout the entire. And usually when there's like a couple of them, it's like, okay, they kind of help. But
Right.
There were just so many in this. It just makes the movie so good. Heavy.
Go ahead.
So throughout this whole time, Chris is bugging Grandpa Charlie like, hey, let me go along. You need me to come along. He's like, no. If I go and you go, what's your grandmother gonna do?
Yeah.
So then Charlie takes off on his mission. The fucking grandma gives him like some apple pie and a thermos.
Yeah.
That's like how you know it's a good fucking marriage.
Damn right.
And
See you tomorrow night, honey. There you go.
And then he radios like to home base. This is Big C. And the one girl's like, yeah, and tell Chris that I'm really mad that he came along. And he's like, don't worry about it. Wait a second. Wow. So here's the thing, though. With the truck, if you slam on the brakes, doesn't it like jackknife?
I think it depends on the load in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not positive
if you're turning at all, if we're just going straight.
Yeah.
So he slams on the brake, and then this causes Chris, who's hiding in the back, to fly forward. And so that turns out Chris was there. So, but what I want to go over is what what all the controls on the truck do.
Yeah.
It's like, because didn't the switches like 1 through like 9 or something?
Throughout this whole journey, he's
Yeah.
like, hit number 1.
Yeah.
Hit number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So number 1. So there's
Yeah. Flames.
pretty early in the journey. There's the cup. There's this guy and this girl on a motorcycle. And he's like, hi,
Dude,
hi.
I was not.
Eddie.
I wasn't expecting that.
Eddie.
I was not
Was
expecting
that
that.
reference too?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Okay.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
insert that
That's my. Which way did he go? He went that way. All right.
That's the Who Framed Roger Rabbit was the first movie I ever saw at a drive-in theater.
Oh.
Really?
Yep, 1986 was it? 85? No, 87, something like that. It was in the 80s.
Thunder Run came out.
Maybe 90s. Yeah, but yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's like it was awesome. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Who Framed Roger Rabbit started in the drive-in Cascade
I have
off
never-
Earth Avenue.
Yeah. I've never been to a drive-in.
Dude,
Really? It's a good time.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It seems like it'd be a good time.
The best is when I had my truck.
True.
And
Yeah, because you can sit in the back of the bed of it. Yeah.
sneak in some alcohol.
Exactly. Yeah. God. So I just so motorcycle part.
Yes.
I was that flamethrower that I was not expecting it, and then
I wasn't either.
When she got lit on fire,
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome.
That was
and,
brutal.
and then you could tell it was like the dummy, and the guy's like driving, but there's a dummy on fire behind
Yeah.
him, and it looked really great because there's
Some of the stunt work was not bad.
no, it kept me engaged.
Yeah.
All of it kept me
Yes.
engaged. It was great.
Yeah, so switch number 1, flamethrowers out the side.
Yes.
Wait a second. Oh no, I skipped to 5.
So first it's the one motorcycle with the girl.
Oh, wait.
Hi, and then it's the 2 motorcycles with grenades.
Yeah.
But I forgot how they get rid of them. Other than the fact that they do absolutely 0 damage to the truck.
Yeah.
How does he
I
get
don't
rid of the
I
motorcycle?
don't remember how they get rid of the
No, I think-
motorcycle. I think they just
Yeah, I think they just like throw all their grenades.
they're like-
It does nothing, and they're like, "Oh, it's armor. Let's get out of here."
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
But then does that lead up to the blockade with all the
Yeah.
like, people, and then they just
Drive
go
through it.
drive through the blockade.
No, the cow catcher.
The cow catcher, yeah.
The heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah, because it's like this and then it goes like that.
Which killed me because when they put it on, it was just a fence.
Yes, you're right. It was one
Yeah,
piece.
it was just one piece, and then all of a sudden it does the cow catcher.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's fine.
Yep.
I understand.
But however, so when they do that, they like plow through this, and the fake cop is chasing them.
Yeah.
and then, the police car like kind of ramps off this other car,
Yeah.
but then explodes
it's
in
right.
midair.
Yeah, everything explodes.
Yes.
No matter where
Yes,
it
it
get
does.
hit. It's great. Yeah. What, a belt solves everything. I don't know why I wrote that.
That's why we got the grandma.
That's right. A belt solves everything.
Then they start getting chased by the VW bugs with missiles on top.
Yeah.
And the Jamaican guy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because switch number 5 is the Molotov cocktails.
Yes.
So the back of the trailer opens up and it's just water jugs.
Like the
Yeah.
Hinckley and Schmidt,
Yes.
like big
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Filled with, was it just gasoline probably
I
or
guess
oil or
so.
something? But yeah, he's like, drink. One
But it was
falls.
multiple rows.
Yeah, there was
Yes.
like 5 rows
Like-
of 6 rows of them.
And because in the 2 bugs, in one there's the Jamaican guy, and the
Yeah.
other one is like this mustache
Yeah.
guy. So when the trailer goes up, he goes, "Damn!"
So the Jamaican guy did they both have missiles on the top of the
Yes.
Yes.
bug? Okay, yeah.
So how they get rid of the mustache guy? He like somehow like flies off road and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then they come up to like this train crossing.
Yep.
And
Yes.
for some reason there's a ramp there.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
And the big rig goes like
Yep.
over the ramp.
Yep.
Goes flying. Lands perfectly,
Yep.
and then the Jamaican guy's like, "If you can do it, I can do it too."
Cool running.
Right. So when the much smaller VW bug tries to do it,
Yeah.
he does it, but then he starts to like flip in
Yeah.
midair, and then he crashes.
All you hear is just
Right.
And then that explodes like a fiery.
the amount
Painful death
of
for
like
him.
floating mannequins and flipping cars. You can see like the bodies in the car,
Right.
but they're just like mannequins and stuff. It's so funny. I just love that stuff so much. I wrote clowns.
Clowns.
Yeah. I think somebody must have called somebody a clown. That's what it is. Okay, makes sense.
Um,
Oh, so
Laser tunnel.
Yes.
You want to talk about the laser tunnel?
Yes.
So let me a little side story. So after people who have watched previous episodes knows that we went to a beer and bacon fest, drank a lot, and then recorded 2 episodes where we drank a lot.
Yes.
After you guys left, me and Chris Leach watched this. So like we had watched some, we had drank some beers and then watched this. But honestly, this week I was like, I remember nothing about that movie. I should probably rewatch it. The only thing I remember is like there was a laser tunnel in that movie.
that was great. That was so great.
The noises that the lasers made. I was like, pew, 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 pew.
Have you guys seen Mad Max Fury Road?
Yes. That's the newest one, right?
Yeah, this is I was like, this is like a knockoff of like a cheap version of Mad Max Fury Road, like with the whole truck. So I was like, I was like trying to think of names. Well, you can call this one like Mad Max Fury Road, but like based off of what this is called. And I couldn't think of anything.
Mad Max Thunder Run.
Yeah.
I guess that works.
Sorry. They make it through the laser tunnel.
Yes.
And then they finally make it to the military base where they're supposed to deliver the plutonium.
Well, weren't the lasers supposed to chop you into pieces?
Yeah.
It's like, hit the button, and then,
Hard, pause it for a few seconds.
Well, the sparks would crash, and the lasers were so great. It was just like, pew, 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 from, and they're just like, ooh,
like the lasers. The lasers look like, if you're old enough to remember, like when you get your picture taken in elementary school and you have like different backgrounds.
Yes.
And like the one like with
lasers,
like, like one of those kind of things. He makes it, through the lasers and all that stuff. And like all the military guys like, get out of the car, get out of the car. And the guy who set up the whole thing, he's like, no, they have clearance.
Yeah.
And then there's that weird whole thing to where, like Uncle or Grandpa Charlie was all pissed off at him.
Yeah. It's a setup.
Yeah, because he's like, what happened to the cavalry? He's like, snafu.
Yeah.
It's like really nonchalant about it.
Well, Charlie kept saying during it, we're going to have backup.
Right.
I really think he was a decoy because they were supposed to run to get the terrorists to finally show themselves.
Yeah.
Then the terrorists was to be captured. That's what the plan was.
Yeah.
They're going to capture the terrorists that way. He was the bait.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He says that.
Yeah. He was the bait. And it never happened.
Huh.
And that's why Charlie was pissed. He's like, we were the bait. Where were you to come get us? And then this is where I was like, you're my grandpa now, Charlie, because he's like, you made my grandson kill people. You made it. You put him. He wasn't. Charlie didn't say you made me go through all this shit. He said you made my grandson.
Yeah,
and that's why he hit the dude. And I was just like, for a low budget, this is. The story's great. Like the ending is just like, it's a good happy ending.
Right.
Almost like that. It was just a solid. Yeah. It made me happy at the end.
Yep. That's all I got.
Yeah. Me too. Anything else, Brandan? I mean, in terms of notes, I have something.
I wrote lasers.
Solid. Lots of exclamation points.
Yep.
So on the podcast, I've read reviews from Amazon and IMDb. But I came across a very special review of this movie that it's a little long, but I'd like to read it. Okay. I happened upon a DVD copy of Thunder Run the other day and decided to watch it last night. I decided after having watched it, it was both a very good and very bad idea. The movie was, in my opinion, extremely bad. Story and continuity worse than acting, although some of the actors were pretty helpless as well. But then the sound of those 2 Detroit-equipped Kenworths, man, oh man. It had me sporting goosebumps the entire time those trucks were on screen. They talk about the plot and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that all annoyed the heck out of me. And if it weren't for the sound of those trucks, I would have written the whole deal off as a complete waste of an hour and a half of my life. And this is actually out of forum, so some other people chimed in, kind of talked about it, blah, blah, blah. And then they finished with, thanks for the comment. Yes, I intend to keep the DVD because of those trucks and the sound.
That's amazing.
That review was written by Jan, who I'm guessing is a lady trucker.
That is great.
And that review was written on hankstruckforum.com.
Oh my God.
Like, wait, is there a date on it?
There probably was, but I didn't write it down.
I mean, at that point, couldn't you just like go on YouTube and like get like truck noises or something like that? I mean,
well, they talk about the DVD copy, so it has to be semi-recently.
Man.
oh, Jan.
I thought of Large Marge. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of right away.
Saturday night, just like this.
Just like this.
So now that we've talked about it, Brian, do you still recommend Thunder Run?
Oh, yeah.
Brian, do you still recommend Thunder Run?
Yes, absolutely.
And I still recommend Thunder Run.
I think it's a great movie to watch by yourself or like in a group setting too.
Yes.
It's perfect everywhere. So
beer?
I really like this. This is a 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, like this is really good.
Yeah.
Brian?
I like it. 3.75.
Probably go with a 3.5.
Well, that's for you, yeah. Now, I do want to say, so they make a lot of different flavors of this.
Yes.
Like the creamsicle, cherry, raspberry. I named a bunch. When I was reading into this, reviewing it, the reason I picked the blackberry, because out of all of them, it was the less sweet.
Oh, really?
All the other ones, like supposedly, are much, much more sweeter.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Let's just something less sweet, because I know you're not a big sweet with the beer, and you don't mind, but like it's nice to have a little bit more of a hoppiness to it. So that's why I picked this one.
Nice.
And it's perfect, I think.
I wish we can get rights to the ending credits song so we can just freeze frame and All right. That'll do it for this episode of Loose Cannon. Next week will be what the fuck is it called?
It should be
Ninja 3,
Yeah.
The Domination.
Yes.
I'm very excited. So that'll do it. Boom, 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 boom.
18 wheels moving down the highway, looking for adventure, heading for the sun. I can